I just wanted to keep you up to date on the deceptive actions of our beloved Anne Post and to post another video on what happened after TV licence goon Derwin Costello visited me about 4 weeks ago, which was around about the 10th of October, I think. So since then, they have issued me a search warrant notice, which basically informs me that their employee is entitled to go and look for one from a judge. And it reads, "Dear Sir, Madam, a television licence inspector visited the above address in order to ascertain if there was a television set on the premises under section 1464 of the Broadcasting Act 2009. The inspector received no cooperation when visiting your premises. In circumstances such as these, where an inspector has grounds to believe that there is an unlicensed television set apparatus on the premises, he or she is authorised to obtain a search warrant to assist his or her inquiries under Schedule 2, Section 8-1 of the Broadcasting Act 2009. Furthermore, Schedule 2, Section 8-1C star authorises the TV licence inspector to seize and take away all or any part of such apparatus, and these confiscated items may be used as evidence in any prosecution brought." And then they tell me that a TV licence costs €160 and can be purchased on our website, or by dialing some low-call number. And instead of just searching my house to ascertain if there was an unlicensed premises, they asked me to buy one. So your invitation to buy a TV licence has been declined, Jay Brady. Also, at the end they tell me they took some paragraphs from this Broadcasting Act and copied and pasted, and they've basically just shown me that they have an employee capable of using Microsoft Word. What is interesting is at the bottom of this search warrant notice, I hope you can see it, I'm sorry for the quality. It says, "Anne Post is a designated activity company registered in Dublin with registration number 98788. I don't recall having any contract with a registered company in Dublin under the registration number 98788. And so I responded, like I said I would in my previous letter to them, that I would be billing them for any of their further correspondence, that their correspondence and having to deal with TV licence services is causing me unnecessary stress, which I am no longer prepared to put up with. So I sent them letters detailing my costs for processing, for filing, and for answering unsolicited callers to my house. And this is my response. So it reads, "Dear Sir or Madam, and Post TV licence in correspondence and visits and their demand for payment." So it tells them to please refer to my previous letter, to which they allocated this reference number 2. And unfortunately, contrary to the conditions clearly explained in my previous letter, Anne Post TV Licensing has chosen to continue its correspondence with me. As I have no legal business with Anne Post TV Licensing, I consider its continued unsolicited correspondence to constitute harassment. Any and all correspondences and unsolicited visits will continue to be recorded and documented as evidence of harassment. My previous letter gave details of the following processing fees which would be chargeable if Anne Post TV licensing decided to continue its correspondence with me. And then you can have a look at the charges I will incur for per letter or per visit. Since my previous letter, I've received the following correspondences. On the 17th of November, a letter, demand for payment, to which I allocate the processing fee of €20 to for reading, filing and responding. As explained in an earlier letter, Anne Post TV Licensing is under no legal obligation to send me correspondence and is unjustified in doing so. I also explained that any continued correspondence would signify Anne Post TV Licensing acceptance of liability for any processing fees incurred. Accordingly, please send me payment of €20 made payable to, and then my personal information at the bottom of this letter. This was sent by registered post so that there was a witness to it being delivered and that I have a receipt that it was delivered. Also, a failure to comply with the 28 days laid out in this letter will result in a small claims court hearing against Jay Brady for their harassment. I also welcome them to get a search warrant to my house. This will also be recorded to document and will constitute defamation of character. As I have written to them numerous times telling them that I have no legal requirement for a TV licence, their continued correspondence with me constitutes harassment. So do not be afraid to stand up to these people. Do not be afraid of their legally deceptive words. Do not be afraid of their inspectors or whatever title they wish to bestow upon their employees. Their system is corrupt and it is unjustified in extorting our nation. Do not pay them and do not give them your money. Peace and love, people. All the best.